Hello anime lovers, welcome to our channel, and today, we will talk about episode number 3 of Sakamoto Days. You can find the links to the previous episodes in the description. So, without any delay, let's continue the story. So far, we have seen that along with Shin, Lu also starts working at Sakamoto's shop. However, she often comes to work very late, which makes Shin scold her. She also does not arrange the items properly on the shelves, and says that customers can pick up what they need by themselves. Seeing this, Shin realizes that Lu has never worked before. When he asks her, she tells him that she used to help her father with his work. She would dig big holes and bury sacks in them, but she never knew what was inside those sacks. Shin then tells Sakamoto that they need to fire Lu because she is ruining the store's environment. Sakamoto calms both of them down and says, "Shin, you shouldn't talk to Lu like that. And Lu, if you come late to work, you should apologize." Hearing this, both Shin and Lu are shocked because Sakamoto usually doesn't talk this much. In fact, he hardly even thinks this much. Shin starts to get suspicious because Sakamoto is acting very differently today. Just then, the shop's door opens, and another Sakamoto walks in. Seeing two Sakamotos at the same time, Lu and Shin freeze in shock. The second Sakamoto quietly walks to his chair and starts reading a newspaper. That means he is the real Sakamoto. Suddenly, the fake Sakamoto pulls out a knife and tries to stab the real one, but Sakamoto dodges it easily. He then grabs a knife himself and places it against the fake Sakamoto's neck. Both of them step back and lower their weapons. Sakamoto smirks and says, "It's been a long time, Nagumo." Hearing this name, the fake Sakamoto transforms into his real self. His name is Nagumo, and he has a special ability. He can take the appearance of anyone. Even Shin couldn't read his mind. Nagumo bursts into laughter, making fun of how easily he tricked them. In response, Shin and Lu punch him on the head so hard that it almost knocks him out. Then he introduced himself. His name is Nagumo. He is only 18 years old, feels that he works at the supermarket across the street, and is Sakamoto's friend. But Lu and Shin are confused. There is no supermarket across the street. Sakamoto finally explains, "Nagumo is a hitman. We used to work together, and also, he's 27 years old, not 18. Lu and Shin get furious at Nagumo's lies again and start beating him up. After roughing him up, they tie him to a chair so he can't escape. Nagumo sighs and finally reveals a shocking truth. There is a 1 billion yen bounty on Sakamoto's head. Lu and Shin don't believe him at first, thinking it's another one of his tricks. But Nagumo insists, it's true. The Japanese Association of Assassins, JAA, decided this just yesterday. He explains that, for now, only a few people know about the bounty, but by tomorrow, every assassin in the country will be after Sakamoto. Just then, a man enters the shop carrying a pizza delivery box. At first, he seems like a normal delivery guy, but Shin reads his mind. This man isn't here to deliver pizza. He's here to kill Sakamoto. The assassin's name is Pizza Nakajima, and he wastes no time. He suddenly holds a pizza cutter to Nagumo's throat and threatens to kill him. But instead of reacting, Sakamoto and Lu casually continue eating the pizza, completely ignoring Nakajima. This frustrates him, and just when he's about to attack, Nagumo breaks free from the chair and puts Nakajima in a rear chokehold. Nakajima struggles to breathe and is moments away from losing consciousness when Sakamoto calmly tells Nagumo to stop. Nagumo smirks and lets go, mocking Sakamoto's no-killing rule. He laughs and says, "This guy was just a low-level assassin. But what will you do when real assassins like me come after you?" However, he quickly assures them that his own group won't get involved. Nagumo is part of a powerful organization called the Order, a group that specializes in eliminating other assassins. Sakamoto used to be part of the Order too. As Nagumo prepares to leave, Sakamoto finally asks, "Why are they targeting me now? What's the point of coming after me after all this time?" Nagumo shrugs. Who knows? Assassins only care about completing the mission. But, if I had to guess, even though you're retired, you've beaten up quite a few mafia groups recently. Looks like you've caught the attention of some dangerous people. Just then, Nagumo picks up the unconscious pizza guy and disappears. Shin tries to stop him, but he vanishes in an instant. Confused, Shin wonders if Nagumo was really on their side. Meanwhile, a small hidden camera on the pizza box is broadcasting everything to a group of assassins called Dondon Kai. Watching the footage, one of them is shocked to see the appearance of Sakamoto and says, "I can't believe this fat ass is worth 1 billion yen. Another hitman comments that Nagumo looked more dangerous than Sakamoto. Their leader warns them not to underestimate Sakamoto, as he was once part of the Order, a feared assassin group. But the others laugh, saying the Order is just a myth, and that Sakamoto has been retired for 5 years. Taking him down won't be hard. Just then, Sakamoto points a gun directly at the camera, as if he knows they're watching. He calmly says, "If you keep following me, I'll send you all to hell." Then, without hesitation, he shoots the camera, cutting off the broadcast. That evening, Shin and Sakamoto talk about staying hidden for a while. But before they can decide anything, Sakamoto's wife and daughter arrive there, excited for their planned theme park trip the next day. Sakamoto suddenly remembers he promised to take them out, and the next day, they all go to the theme park and start riding different rides. Sakamoto and Lou were feeling very scared to get on the rides. After riding many rides, Sakamoto's daughter, Hana, excited to see her favorite mascot, Sugar Bunny. While she is enjoying the day, Sakamoto stays alert, knowing assassins could attack any time. Shin tells Lou that their today's mission is to protect Sakamoto and let his family enjoy the day. Lou asks how they'll find the enemy in such a huge crowd, and Shin explains that he can read the minds of people within 30 meters. If anyone comes with the intent to kill, he will sense it. Then Lou says, "Wait, you read my mind too, you dirty fool." Shin quickly denies it, explaining that he needs to focus hard, like tuning into a radio signal. Suddenly, Shin's expression changes. He has sensed danger. An assassin is approaching towards Sakamoto. Through his mic, he warns Sakamoto, an enemy is approaching towards him. His name is Kuri, and he is also a hitman. Kuri had disguised himself as a park cleaner. While Lou distracted Hana and Ioi to keep them unaware of the danger, Kuri moved towards Sakamoto and tried to attack. But before he could strike, Sakamoto pulled a pen from Kuri's own shirt and stabbed him in the chest, without even looking. Lou and Shin quickly grabbed Kuri's body and stuffed it into a container. While checking, they realized Sakamoto had not fatally injured him. He would survive. However, another hitman named Tatsu was watching everything from a distance. He knew that if he wanted to get to Sakamoto, he had to deal with Shin first. Tatsu then came up with a clever plan. He would clear his mind completely, so that Shin wouldn't be able to read his thoughts. Soon after, everyone got on a roller coaster ride. Shin and Lou sat at the back to keep an eye on everyone, while Tatsu took a seat in front of them. Shin didn't notice anything strange, but Lou immediately became suspicious of him. When she mentioned it to Shin, Tatsu heard everything and he thinks, "Even after hiding so much, I still got caught." Without wasting a moment, Shin immediately warns Sakamoto. And then, Tatsu pulls out a gun and fires at Sakamoto. But the bullet bounces off his glasses. It means he was wearing bulletproof lenses. Now Shin jumps from roller coaster towards Tatsu, grabs him, and jumps off the roller coaster and landing on tracks below. Shin smirks and says, "Sakamoto is on vacation today. I'm working overtime." And then he gets ready to fight. As they prepare to fight, the roller coaster was rushing toward them. Both of them jump off the tracks just in time. But in midair, Tatsu throws 2 knives at Shin, and one of them hits Shin's leg. He instantly realized something was wrong. Just then, Shin's vision starts blurring. He realizes the knives were coated in poison. This poison was made by Tatsu himself. He also says, when a person starts fearing death, they become weak. And he saw the fear of death in Sakamoto's eyes before. Then Shin says, Sakamoto isn't afraid of dying. He's just protecting his family. And for that, he'll do whatever it takes. Just then, a roller coaster rushes toward them again. But this time, Shin uses it to his advantage. He jumps onto the roller coaster and reaches Tatsu. Now, both of them start fighting while riding it. Since Shin couldn't see properly, he was struggling to fight. Shin used his mind-reading ability and accidentally picked up Hana's thoughts. She was thinking, watching the Sugar Bunny show will be so much fun. That gave him an idea. Shin grabbed Tatsu and jumped off the roller coaster. Both of them crashed straight onto the Sugar Bunny stage, where a play was happening. In the play, Sugar Bunny was defeating a villain. Taking the opportunity, Shin quickly wears the Sugar Bunny costume and starts fighting Tatsu. The crowd erupts in cheers for Sugar Bunny, thinking this was part of the show. Now Shin starts beating Tatsu badly. Tatsu is confused. How is Shin fighting so well without even seeing properly? That's when we see Sakamoto's family sitting in the audience. That's when we see that Sakamoto was secretly guiding Shin. From the audience, He was giving Shin mental instructions on when to dodge and when to attack. With Sakamoto's guidance, Shin completely destroyed Tatsu without even looking. Everyone in the crowd starts clapping, thinking they had just witnessed an incredible performance. They had no idea it was a real fight. And that's where this episode ends. Thank you for all the love you showed to this channel so far.